Hey everyone, this is Accounting Nightmare. I'm trying a new thing, doing a video on something topical, because I'm quite excited about the topic. It's the Nintendo NX, which is now known as the Switch. Yeah, so that revealed trailer was quite exciting. I had a grin on my face the whole time. Yeah, I just wanted to record my thoughts. I like the name, first of all. I like the Switch name. I've seen a lot of people who don't like it, but I like it. Well, they got rid of the bloody Wii branding, finally. Calling the Wii U was a really strange choice. I didn't like that at all, because there was a lot of confusion about what that thing even was. Was it an add-on for the Wii? And yeah, that was there was a lot of confusion there. So I'm glad they've finally ditched that whole branding. They're just going with something completely new, which is, I think, what they need. Going with the Switch name. It's also very descriptive about what the thing actually is. It switches between the modes. It switches from portable to console. There you go, very descriptive. So that's why I like the name. Yeah, I'm really excited about the whole concept of the thing. I mean, we've heard the rumours for ages now about what the thing actually was, and I'm glad that it's finally been confirmed, because I love the idea of it. It's the one platform instead of it being two different Nintendo platforms, which it has been up till now. You've had the handheld, and you've had the console, which the latest versions of were the 3DS and the Wii U. And this is, as far as we know, this is unifying them into one machine, which I think is something that I've wanted them to do for quite a while. I've wanted them to have some kind of option for this. Because Nintendo hardware is all about their games. It's all about the actual first-party Nintendo stuff, and sometimes some third-party stuff they manage to get on there, like sort of Platinum's games recently. But it's all about their first-party games. That's why you buy a Nintendo, right? You want to play their games. But they've had their development separated up until now onto the two different prongs of a fork, I guess. So some of their studios were making stuff for the 3DS, and some of them making for the Wii U. And before that it was the Wii and the DS. Well, now as far as we know, this machine will replace it all. You'll buy the Nintendo Switch. This is what you'll buy to play the new Nintendo games. No longer do you have to choose between, do I want the portable, do I want the console, which of the platforms is going to get the game that I actually care about. Well, now you just get the one thing. So that's great, I think. And you think about it, it's really exciting, because we can safely assume, I think, that the next Pokemon games and stuff like that will be on the Switch. I mean, Sun and Moon aren't, obviously, they're coming out very soon. But the next gen of Pokemon will be on the Switch, as far as we know, and then you'll be able to play it on the TV. You'll get to choose, and same for pretty much everything that Nintendo's going to make, except for whatever's going on in smartphones. Where I haven't really been looking into that. I don't know if Nintendo are putting much weight behind that, or if they're just licensing out their IPs for other people to make games from. But it'll be cool. You'll get the choice, and that's great. And like Monster Hunter, is that going to be on the Switch? Because if so, that's really cool. You can finally play Monster Hunter on the big screen. And hey, it's going to be a lot easier to record and stream those games. Man, I was so sad when I got Monster Hunter Generations, and I just wanted to stream it. I was so into that game. I wanted to stream my multiplayer hunts with my friends. Couldn't do any of that because the 3DS can't output unless you get a very expensive mod done by some person you've never met and send off your 3DS to someone overseas. Yeah, that was the only option for that, really. But now, if they release Monster Hunter on the Switch, which, I mean, they haven't confirmed it yet, they could just turn around and say, hey, we're going to put it on the Xbox One and PS4. But if they put it on the Switch, then you'll get to choose. Do I want portable Monster Hunter, or do I want console Monster Hunter? And it'll just be the one machine and the one game. So that's really cool. Just as someone who loves recording stuff and streaming stuff, that kind of freedom is really exciting to me. And yeah, so it's also got one of the best features of the Wii U, which is you can just play games off the TV if you need to. If other people are using the TV for stuff, you can just pull it right out of its dock and just play it wherever you want. And I love how they deliberately showed the headphone port. There's a cut that just shows the headphone plug going in the port. I think that's a funny little jab at the new iPhone stuff. Yeah, thought that was funny. And they showed the scene of the guy playing the Switch on the airplane, and that was kind of to reiterate that you can actually use this as a portable thing. Like the guts of this machine are in the actual portable section of it, so you really can just slide it out of its dock and take it wherever you want. It doesn't have a range like the Wii U tablets. It's not streaming video from the console. It is the console, the little portable section. So that's cool. You really can just use it as a portable if you want. Use it while you're going to work or whatever. The only thing I'm worried about is like the battery life. We don't know anything about that. We don't really know much about specs yet. There's been like a bunch of different specs floating around, but who knows which of those are real at this point in time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because like the original 3DS had pretty bad battery life, so hoping it won't be that situation again. We'll just have to find out. Yeah, so it'll be... it's kind of like a strange double-edged sword, though. It'll be easy to justify buying it for like a secondary gaming machine, because that's what Nintendo platforms have been recently. They're like, if you want to play the new AAA stuff, you get a PS4 or an Xbox One, or you play on your PC, and then you get the Nintendo stuff to play Nintendo games. And it'll be a lot easier to justify buying the Nintendo thing, because now it's just the one platform, and it's going to get all the Nintendo stuff. You want the new Zelda? Yep, there it is. You want all the new Marios? Yep, they'll be on there. Pokemon? Yeah, that's all going to be on there, like Fire Emblem, and I could just keep listing Nintendo IPs, but yeah, they'll all be on there. That's really cool. So yeah, it'll be a lot easier to justify buying that thing, because they'll be finally just focusing all their development on the one place, and like there's going to be so many good games for this thing. It's so exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it, because especially like in the past, you've had a lot of situations where people they can only get one of the two, and then like they see new Nintendo announcements, and they're always kind of sad that there's this cool new game coming out, but it's it's coming out for the Wii U. I don't have a Wii U, I only have a 3DS, or vice versa. So there won't be that anymore. I'll just get the one thing. Though I am a bit concerned about might needing to get several of the thing, because I mean we can assume it's going to be more expensive than the 3DS. I think we can safely assume that than the 3DS was at launch, and so it'll be tougher to justify buying several. Like for Steve and I, my boyfriend, we share a Wii U, and we just have our own 3DSs. But like if Monster Hunter or anything else we want to both play comes out on this thing, we're going to want our own platforms, want our own machines, so that we can actually play multiplayer Monster Hunter and stuff like that. So we might need to buy two. So that'll be an interesting situation, like, especially when families buy this thing for their kids, whereas they could justify buying a 3DS for each kid. Are you going to buy a Switch for each kid and the Switch for yourself, or how will that work? So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, and I like there's something I really liked about the controllers that they showed in the trailer, which is that you can like unclip the two sides of the controller and just hold the little bits in both of your hands, not connected to anything, which that was my favourite part about the Wiimote. And you can just, if you haven't used that kind of controller before, where your hands aren't like holding this one piece, you might not see why that's particularly exciting. But it's really nice once you actually use it. You have your hands just sitting wherever, and you can get really comfortable when your hands don't have to be like tethered together like that. And they're both just kind of resting wherever you want. They're both holding their piece, and you're playing the game completely fine. Yeah, I'm really excited about that, and hopefully it gets rid of the dumb part about the Wiimote, which the thing I didn't like about the Wiimote was, of course, having to point the damn thing at the screen and make sure the sensor's picking it up, and yeah, I didn't like using the Wiimote as a pointer. It was cool at first, but it's like it makes your wrist sore, and it's kind of annoying sometimes when the sensor has interference from all kinds of things, and And sometimes like there'll be menus that required you to use the pointer when I could have just, why can't I just press up and down on my bloody analog stick and then hit A to choose a menu? No, I have to point the damn thing at the screen, yeah. So I'm hoping they got rid of that. There's no confirmation on if this thing has any motion control, so we don't know yet. We're just kind of going by what's in the little teaser trailer. And so we're assuming so far that it doesn't have backwards compatibility, which is kind of sad. That's been a thing that Nintendo has been good at up until now. But it's understandable if this thing is going to replace both the 3DS and the Wii U. I mean, you can't really fit backwards compatibility for both of those in this one machine. It's also kind of throwing away the dual screen idea, which both the Wii U and the 3DS had, and the touch screen idea. They haven't confirmed if there's a touch screen on this thing yet. They declined to comment last I heard. So it would be kind of hard to have backwards compatibility without touch compatibility and without the ability to have two screens. Because like once you dock this thing in the dock, it's like the screen's covered up. It's not meant to be used as a second screen from the looks of it. So yeah, I don't think backwards compatibility is particularly likely. I don't know how they would pull that off. And that's not understandable. I mean, they'd have to fit like a Wii U disc drive in there somewhere, and they'd have it compatible with the Wii U gamepad and all that. So I can see why they wanted to cut the ties and just go with the, hey, this is the new thing. It's the replacement. Yeah, so that's understandable, I think. And yeah, then finally, I guess there's the third-party support thing. They're reiterating that, there's tons of third parties on board with this, but I'm not too excited about that part of it. Like the Wii U had a third-party showing to start off with, and then they just kind of vanished. Like, here's Mass Effect and stuff like that. Here's what was it? One of the Batman Arkham games was on there, and then they just kind of vanished because the developers obviously didn't want to make two different versions of games for, this one's for the Wii U specs and this one's for the other specs. They didn't particularly want to do that, so third parties kind of vanished. I can see that happening again. So I'm not too excited about that, but I don't think that's not really what Nintendo consoles have been any time recently. Since the N64 came out, there've been Nintendo platforms and whatever like second party they choose to invest in. So there've always been about few games, but good games. So that's why I think unifying all their games onto the one platform is such a great idea, because that's what Nintendo's strength is. Their IPs, making their main games, the new Zelda, new Mario, all that. So unifying all that together is, I think it's a great choice for them, because Nintendo's always been like the second thing you get. You don't get a new Nintendo, so you can play the new Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and the new Batman and all that. You get it to play Nintendo games, and this looks like it'll be pretty amazing for that. So yeah, there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. I still like the name Switch. And I'm so glad we finally know what this thing is. We have confirmation. It took so long for them to announce this thing. So I'm looking forward to some more info on it, for more game announcements. And yeah, so thank you all for listening to my rambling. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all later. Have a great day, or night, or whatever. See yous.